and meaning they get the least chances to play against each other at real life tournaments. So this is going to be a good one.
Yeah. So let's jump into it, right? So again, Enzo, he's playing with Palutena, which is an interesting pick, right? Because we saw him playing Pokemon Trainer earlier on in winter side of the bracket, and we know that he does have a Joker, but I guess Palutena is the option for fighting against the likes of Pacmean.
Yeah, certainly a really good choice against zoners in general. You've got 2 great projectiles of your own, including one that just ignores things in its path. It'll always travel a set distance in Explosive Flame. And you've got Auto Reticle to just clank things out, keep Pac-Man on his toes. And of course a counter that doubles as a reflect. Really, really strong against characters looking to throw things at you.
I like that spacing on that back air upon Enzo's shield, or Lade's shield rather. But still a little bit too close for him to be able to get that punish. Now we see Lade chilling backwards, throwing a key out. Let's see if we can get something moving here.
Yeah, Pac-Man's also got a projectile that ignores everything in its path, but continues hitting the whole way through. So the war of Explosive Flame versus Key and associated acts is going to be real fun to watch. I don't think they'll spend too much time on the other side of the screen from each other, but Lade definitely does want Palutena away from him if possible. She just outclasses him with her normal so well.
Bro, but look at him though. He's like running in with F smash.
Hungry hippos, dude. You know how many calories Lade has to eat to maintain that physique, bro? The dude is absolutely shredded, absolutely swollen.
How many calories do you think he eats?
How many calories a day? I'd say in the 2,500 to 3,000 range, probably more.
4K.
Depends. Yeah, it depends on the day too. What he's doing.
Bro, I can't even afford that much.
Yeah, yo, Lade, drop the diet and nutrition tips in the chat after the set, but focus on this for now, bro. Looking to get these gains in bracket and in his wallet. So far, though, pretty much a dead even game. You see the flow exchanging back and forth between them quite well. Enzo, I don't think I've ever seen or heard of him having a Palutena, but it makes a lot of sense. This is one of those characters a lot more pick up and play friendly than someone like Pac-Man, for instance, and just has so many great matchups across the high, mid, and low tiers, especially. Like outside of top tier, she really shines, and I think Pac-Man is just a little bit below that cut.
Oh, good call out with the Explosive Flame. Lade gonna be able to live air dodge to the second one to get back onto the stage. A whiff grab's gonna cost him a lot. Manages to get out though with the double jump.
Lade looking for these forward smashes. No, oh, but charging a little bit too long. Didn't anticipate that Explosive Flame to kind of swell up. It also probably caught his hand because he's holding it out to charge his fruit.
He was staring flame in the face, staring death in the face, mind you, and it was just like, you're not gonna touch me. And spoilers, it touched him. Famous last words.
Yeah, fortune favors the bold, but Explosive Flame doesn't.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3 on Enzo's side, coming up with the nairs. Gets the reset with the platform. The back air train's coming out. 52 damage.
Lade stuck in the corner, trailing by a stock here. Enzo looking to build this lead up. Oh, sneaky with the Explosive Flame, but just a little bit off the mark. And now Lade, he's kind of rushing back to center stage. You see these rolls coming out, a roll from the ledge too, and Enzo's all over it. He smells the fear and also the urgency on the part of Lade. Knew that he needed to get in there, start stirring it up, and just runs right into the wings of an angel. An angel of death, I suppose.
And that was great adaptation from Enzo, because we did note in the last set that Lade was playing that he was a little bit more aggressive than Pac-Mans that we're used to seeing play. And so when he actually just decided to run in there because he was so desperate to get back to center stage to get out of disadvantage state, Enzo capitalized on that. So Lade's going to have to probably switch something up for that one. Maybe play a little bit more patient, maybe try to fade away instead of just pushing forward.
Yeah, I mean, Enzo, good on him, though, for sensing the desperation. He just knew, like, the timer's in my favor. Pac-Man's not an approach-based character. If he is going to make these forward movements, it's probably going to be something that's not that threatening. Let me just call it out. I mean, Lord knows Pac-Man doesn't have a button that is near the size of Palutena's forward smash, so really good call there. Could also caught the startup frames of dash. I think that might have been what happened.
You can only hold one ghost in his hand at once, man. I mean, Inky can only go so far.
Yeah, I think like how a player ends up closing out a game says a lot about how they are in general. Enzo clearly preying on the urgency that Lade felt, as I said before. But here we are, final destination for the second game. Lade seeming to favor this stage. I mean, all 5 games he played against Benny over here. and this is just a good stage overall for Pacmean. That said, Palutena certainly able to use his tools against him with her reflector and her own set of projectiles.
I'm just gonna run up there, get that young throw, just toss her back off stage, get some power.
It's a recatch on the bell too. Ooh, throwing the hydrant instead of the bell. I like that. Holding on to it for further ledge trapping, just a little off the mark, and we're going to see Enzo now take center stage, or at least stage control. And
I love that trapping that Lee was trying to do there too, because that F smash could have been safe on block. He was just a hair a little bit too far away.
Oh,
and get up attack!
Orange. So no, that was the orange that spiked him.
Ooh.
Yeah, falling on its way down, and Enzo just throwing out the get up attack to cover himself in case Lade hopped on the stage. Or I'm sorry, other way around. Lade throwing get up attack in case Enzo went on stage. Wow, sick stuff from Lade, opening up really strong here. Still in a position where he can lose his stock.
There we go. Forward tilt on that hydrant. And that dash attack from Pacmean, very safe move, allows him to be able to pretty much do anything out of it as long as they're not trying to like call it out immediately from like the get-go.
Oh, the key? Okay. Don't even start that projectile, sir.
Hey, you're trying to do something? You're landing? I got something for you.
Yeah, such a fast way to cover the entire stage, really. Ooh, but the rising explosive flame, it's so tricky. You never know where that's going to end up. Or it's at least hard to tell immediately. And by the time you react, sometimes it's just too late. Now, though, Enzo down to his last stock. Lade playing with the lead, certainly a different scenario than what we looked at last game. Enzo just was able to make him come to him, you know, rushed options. Now it's going to be Lade doing exactly that. Take these chips from far away.
Now, he's just going to let Enzo get back on stage for free at the cost of him being able to charge his projectile, which might be the better thing to go for in the end run. He tried to recatch the bell using the water hydrant, but it was a little bit too far away. Good patience. Trying to catch the landing with another Blinky. Gets the bell a little bit too far up in the air for up smash to connect.
Down to the final breaths, perhaps, of Enzo in game 2, but no, he's got something to say about it. That inward DI from Lade on the down throw. Perhaps just a little scared, didn't want to DI out and potentially die, but I think even on forward throw, he was more than fine there. Gotta make sure your comments, you guys, on point against this character.
Let's just throw the key immediately. The second it was spawned in. 124% on Enzo. Lade has the advantage here.
Yeah, trying to get that long-lasting down air hitbox to frame Enzo's teleport, but man, I think he could still do this. He's just playing Lade's game right now.
The second Lade, if Enzo can win neutral, it's not gonna happen. Get called out by the key. There wasn't even a zoom in. He just threw it at him.
It just looked so funny, and he was holding it so he went straight up to like the no DI classic.
Yeah.
No DI.
The thing is, when you're playing a character like Palutena, and you win neutral once, if you're at low percentage, you're gonna get a big combo from it. If you're at high percentage, you're gonna put him into a very bad spot, and he can easily steamroll into a victory. So that was literally anyone's game, even though Lade had the percentage lead.
Liking
like
this
for
potential
going to
counter.
smash all. Wait, what's up?
I'm liking the thought of a potential counter pick over here, but no, it looks like it might be Pacmean Paulo the whole way through. Enzo not shying away from this choice. He just knows the matchup is good for him, and that's good enough.
Could be what he needs, man. Just stick with the Palu. Like, maybe it could also be like a uncomfortableness with Pokemon Trainer against Pac-Man potentially. Oh, did not expect that Hydra to go that low.
Yeah, that's gonna go all the way, and Lade not shy on using that to just potentially set up some real grimy early kills. Either way, Enzo's smart, holding onto his double jump. Knew he should save it for emergencies.
Okay,
Ooh, the roll past.
They rolls like they always say that rolls like one of the unsafe options off the ledge, but if they're already dashing in an online environment, it can be kind of safe.
Yeah, in a pinch, you need to go for it sometimes, especially if they're covering everything else and like showing that they're going to commit to going up close and covering.
Okay, on the ledge. I guess he was expecting the explosive flame to be the closer one to land that time around. Got it, throwing it back on the fire hydrant as well. Charging up Inky for a pretty solid minute there. We'll try to get that kill.
Forward tilt, fending off some of that pressure. Pacmean does have really good up-close buttons. Like, they're quick, they got some decent reach to them. They're not all that threatening, but he can certainly get somebody off his back when he needs to, but it doesn't matter, man. Enzo just tracing that path back to the stage, gonna cover with Explosive Flame beautifully. Now we've got Lade in a position to get the bell out of shield. Unfortunately, Enzo able to crush through it with that nair. And the B&Bs keep coming. He's out of options, looking for the Hydra, and he wanted to send it right back at him. So smart. When your opponent has no resources, no double jump, and you know they want to press a button to respond, that's the best time to use counters.
Yeah.
That's like the level 3 brain.
Luckily, Lade was a little bit too far to the right to actually trigger it, too. But still gets the stock anyways, 91% on Lade. Trying to find out where he's going to land a potential F smash. Interesting. Because he was kind of... I guess sometimes when people play against Pac-Man, they kind of like hyper-focus on the hydrant sometimes. They just want to like get rid of it no matter what.
Yep, it is merely a ruse, though, most of the time. You know, the Pac-Man's going to play around you playing around it. That said, such a tight game right now. 15% apart, and it could just go either way on this stock. Both characters with some good ways to close it out. Pac-Man particularly, the bell and smash.
And I love the patience from Enzo when he was trying to get back onto the stage there. Lade was setting up so much shop with the hydrants and the bell, and Enzo just stood on the ledge. Waited for the opening. There we go. Speaking of, 148.
Such a great way to navigate around that bell there from Enzo.
We got down tilts coming in. Be able to try to get that next stock here. See if Enzo can keep this going. Got the Nair train. Oh, he fell out of it. That's the cost of a lot of damage that he just missed out on. Gotta cash that in.
Okay, fair into jump away pressure. Yeah, Pac-Man really good at feinting, or not really feinting the approach, but getting in there safely and making you follow what he does next.
You're just gonna jump there. Call it that aggressive option.
All right, last stock in the rubber game here. This is gonna determine counter pick advantage for the winner here. Certainly something you want to have in the event of a game 5. Right now, Enzo just looking so clean, man. He's playing this matchup perfectly. Really difficult for Pac-Man to step into Palu in that close range, or at least the mid-close range, where his faster jab and F-tilt don't really matter as much.
Yeah, and he keeps catching those double jumps from Lade, too, which is, you know, making him have to recover a little bit more tricky. I like that he only did... He did the single jab on the hydrant in order to just try to catch it with the auto reticle right afterwards. Oh, no!
Enzo ready for these options at a disadvantage. Lade falling back on that directional air dodge a lot to try to cross over his head. Just getting blown up for it. All right.
Here we go, man. Game 4. Enzo with the lead. You know, going a character that people didn't really expect him to go, right? Like, we were thinking Pokemon Trainer. We were thinking Joker. And it seems to be Palutena is the answer for Lade's Pac-Man. Now, Lade does have a Lucina, but like you said, he doesn't really want to fall back on that character as much as he used to. He has a low opinion of the character as well, you were saying?
Yeah, he doesn't think she's very good. And I think for the Palutena matchup, though, it might be a better pick than Pac-Man. Like, Pac-Man at least gets soft countered by Palu, and I'd say Lucina is even. Perhaps the tiniest advantage to Palu. So yeah, certainly on paper a better choice, but now he's sticking it out with all Pac-Man.
Must feel something with this character, man. Yeah, all Pac-Man, man. Man. Game 4. Smashville.
I think the stage is really good for Palu just because of how much space her up air controls horizontally. She's a juggle master, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's Lade's counter pick.
Yeah,
so that's so bizarre.
I'm very willing to be surprised and impressed here. Let's see. Okay, Enzo not even using the up air for that tech chase there. Might have been able to catch 2 options at once if he had aimed it toward the left. Doesn't matter, you know, he's finding plenty of ways to get this damage on. Sadly stuck on the platform though. And Lade taking a huge damage swing and stage control thanks to the hydrant. Enzo just showing a little bit of hesitance to deal with it right there and paying the price now. Late backing himself into the corner because he knows he's got to charge, and that takes time.
And Lade's got that bell ready to go. Enzo's gonna have to respect it. Oh, barely missing it.
Yeah, not respecting it right there, but rather than swinging on it, just using defensive options kind of aggressively to get through it. That roll behind. I like where his head's at right now.
Explosive Flame to burn the double jump. Pops him up with the down tilt back air. You're done for. Explosive Flame is just such a good stage pressure tool when they're off stage. You can just throw it at them. It forces them to air dodge or double jump.
The nooch. Another nooch. All right. And the fooch to keep it up.
Nooch and a fooch off the platform there. Oh, he tried to ready explosive. That would have been deadly.
Once again. There it is. Yeah, Enzo just not necessarily stubborn or mashing on it, but just confident that that's going to continue to be annoying for Pacmean to deal with.
Yeah, but first you don't succeed. Okay, baby.
Sauce.
Right up close, point blank bell coming out. Enzo, my man, gonna just land it right on him, giving him a taste of his own medicine, and now all of a sudden 3 stocks to 1. Lade's got to get rid of this stock now.
Enzo out here ending careers. All right, bell to up smash from Lade, though. I mean, this is still doable. Pacmean, not the character I like the most for making a stock comeback, but hey, anything's possible. Lade's been in the game a long time. He's definitely been back to the wall many times. He can figure this out.
See him chasing after him with that down air too. Gonna double jump to avoid that incoming explosive flame. Hold on a sec. That orange would have been good for catching a neutral get up or a rolls to the left. So I respect the option coverage.
And you can just feel Lade is on the chase, man. Patient as he may want to be, Palutena is just a character that makes you come to her. Otherwise, you're just gonna sit there and do that the whole time. Not really good for her to sit and throw explosive flames. It's a very laggy move, but still, it's keeping you on the other side of the stage. You're not making up for any of that lead she's got. Oh, but Lade, the recatch.
And honestly, if you're going to get hit by the bell, it's good to do it that high in the air, because then he can't get a kill. It was so active! No!
I think up smash is faster, so it would have worked. But Lade probably confident that he had enough time there. Oh, just a little bit off the mark. Lade could have made a huge comeback based on that, but I think he's just going to look for another bell, play his game, keep it solid. He knows he's got Enzo on the ropes a little bit, despite what the scoreboard says. All right, there's a bell. And he's just looking for the opportune time to do it, but Enzo's so smart, running into the middle of the arc.
Oh, he didn't recognize. From that flow, but hey, you know what? It gave him a chance to get back onto the stage for free.
And the shield staying out there, lagging on the hydrant. That's not good for Lade. Down to his last breath here.
I think this is still doable for Lade. Especially if Enzo's going to give him the homie stock. That mistake might cost him a lot here. If Lade can get some sort of momentum going, maybe one Galaxian ship combo.
Ooh, the bear. Almost coming out. It wouldn't have even been strong enough to stage spike, so we couldn't have seen a crazy, tragic ending for Enzo. But still, Lade, he's staying alive, man. Ooh, the hydrant, too. All right, one more up air, and that's curtains. But I don't know, man. I believe in the comeback.
It's caught by an air. We're still alive, 144%. Air dodges the avoid the explosive flame. Pops him up. Could not get the confirm afterwards. Might be too high of percent. Lade looking for the answer. Hydrant right above him. Catches the up air.
Oh, Lade is looking to end this, man. He doesn't want Enzo to have an extra second on the board.
No down tilt. Not going to connect. Gets caught by the later half of the nair, and he's still alive. 166.
Lade clinging to life, man. Survivalist mode.
Oh! He narrowly avoided that. Going to call out the air dodge. Enzo shutting that down before Lade gets any sort of momentum. Taking the victory 3-1 over Lade. Going to move on through the losers bracket.